Hello. Today I have some really interesting news, and it's basically that we have a new firmware release, which is going to upgrade our stations, LS and KL series, and it's gonna make them even more exciting. So the upgrade comes first in the sections of System Administrator, which is where I am right now, that is going to allow your media stations to define what will be the working time of the station, which means that you are going to be able to define in the daily schedule section how many hours on from what time to what time you want your media stations to be working. And it's really, really simple to define, as you can see. It's just system administrator, system settings, then go directly to power section and auto power on and off. Simple as that. And write down what is the time in hours that you want the station to be on and to be off. In the case of Online Director, we also have some new upgrades as well. First of all, now it's possible to add some simple subtitles to your media station. You just need to click here in this bar that looks like a text, but basically stands for text. And then you can write down whatever you want, in whatever position you want, and also define the size that you want this to be written. And as soon as you write it, it's going to be defined on the video that you are recording in the moment. It's also possible in the theme section for you to define how you want your theme to look like. So for example, you can just click in any of the themes that you have created in advance, and then you can define the layout at will. So for example, you can define the distribution, how big you want each one of the sources, and at the same time you can also define if you want to call a specific overlay or background for this particular theme. Just click on save, and right after that you are going to be able to see that. Now, there's also one more change which is quite interesting, and it comes from the graphical user interface. For that, I'm going to change the input source so that I can show you how it works. Regarding the graphical user interface, there are a couple of interesting changes that have been implemented with the new firmware. So right now I'm showing you the graphical user interface right here, and the changes are actually two. So first of all, in the new firmware, now it's possible to control a PTZ camera by using the GUI. I'm going to select right now a layout that has a camera, which is this one. It is camera number 1. So let's go to this icon right here, the one that looks like a camera, and select the camera that you want to control. In this case, it's camera 1. Then simply control it. As you can see, it's quite smooth. You can do PTZ functions basically, and you can even call presets in a really simple way. Now, since we are already here in this preset, I'm going to use the opportunity to show you the second implementation we have with this new firmware. And it's that here in this icon, we are going to be able to see what we are looping. Right now, we are looping only the content that you can see on screen. I'm going to press, and we are going to be looping only camera 1. We are going to be looping right now camera 2. Now it's camera 3. Then we go to the quad view, then we go to the recording mode, and we finalize again with the content only. So if you have any questions about any of these new features, or if you would like to request a product presentation, please contact us at www.a-tena.com, and we will be more than glad to help you out. Thank you very much.